Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Hot Mic. We have some of the best CWL players in the world joining me today. We're going to have Dashy, Dylan, and Priestahh on the show. We're going to touch on some stuff that went down in Fort Worth. Look forward to the next division of crossplay. But let's get right into the show. First, joining me is Dashy of OpTic Gaming. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty well, making my Pro League debut this weekend.
Let's get it!
So I'm pretty excited to finally play in the regular season.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun. And we've got Ball Dashy here. We've got Dashy. We're basically twins. This is the most talent that's ever been on these couches.
100%. You got the black app. League play.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. But let's get right into it. We're going to do a bit of a one-on-one interview before the other guys get in here. So I want to go back a little bit to kind of the beginning, right? The beginning of the Pro League. You ran into some visa issues. You aren't able to be here. How tough was that for you to have to sit at home?
Yeah, it was definitely tough watching the team from back home. We just got first at Vegas, so I was like, man, I'm hyped to get back to the regular season. Just grind some more. Unfortunately, I got the visa issues and stuff like that, so I had to watch. Finished 4-3, and due to that, we got a harder pull at Fort Worth, which kind of sucks because I don't want to sound too cocky, but I know if I was there, it probably would have been at least better than 4-3.
I think it's fair to say. I don't think you're in that pool if you were there.
We were just on fire. We just won the recent event, and yeah, I don't think we would have got that pool, and due to that, it's probably why we got top 12 at Fort Worth, but it wasn't the reason, but
it didn't help.
It was one of the reasons I got.
Well, I remember you actually, this is like the rain check Hot Mic, because you were supposed to be on Hot Mic for that week. I remember it's like the day before. You hit me up.
Literally.
You're like, dude, I won't be there. I was like, what? We had to figure, I think I don't even remember who ended up coming on, but I was like, no, you're my main guest.
Because on Saturday, because I was supposed to fly out a day earlier, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. And then you're like, oh, well. I don't know what to do now. I was like,
well, at least that's the second time someone on OpTic has let me down. Remember when we had to do the Karma Mannequin?
That was funny.
Dude, he was up all night playing Rust or something.
Of course, it's Damon too. Anybody else would have been like, oh, he didn't show up, but Damon.
You weren't in the country at least. That Damon's the first person that's like, oh, I was sleeping. I was like, what are you talking about? But all right, did you do anything? Did you get your issues resolved with the visa stuff? You good to go? Did you get an assistant to handle that for you?
Oh yeah, I got it resolved. I think it got resolved the second week of the league matches. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to come, but it was already I think they were already playing. So
it might be a rule, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those rules. I was like, all right, well, I just gotta wait till the second half in Fort Worth.
All right, well, let's touch then on Fort Worth a little bit. So you guys get top 12, and I think it was interesting because I thought that there were going to be more doubters in the sense of, since you weren't there for the Pro League, you guys might face some adversity. But I think since the pre-LAN apparently went well for you guys, and I guess because you went to Vegas, no one really questioned the fact that you were probably the favorites. I think everybody had you there despite what was going on, but you still end up finishing top 12. What went wrong?
A couple things went wrong. Obviously, we got that hard pool, like I was talking about earlier, and we had a slow Friday, and obviously you play all your pool matches on Friday. You can't start slow, especially in a hard group like that. You just add so much pressure to yourself to win, so that we start slow. And the second thing is our S&D was abysmal compared to what it was at Vegas. At Vegas, we could always rely on it.
What was it like? What was the scenario again? Because you had a three-way tie at 1 and 2, right? And then you needed Envy to beat Reciprocity. That had to have been tough. What was that like to watch that go down?
Yeah, so we went 0-2 in our pool. We're like, damn, we're probably not going to make it out. But then we thought about it. We're like, if Rec loses to Envy and we 3-0 United,
you have a chance.
Yeah, just because of the map count. Because we lost last map to Rec. Unfortunately, it was a close series, but they ended up clutching up. Then we took a map off Envy. So you know what? If we 3-0 or 3-1 United, we have a good chance to make it out if Envy wins. So we're like, let's just come out with the fire against United. So we 3-0 them. We're feeling good. We're like, all right, let's go, Patty P. Come on, clutch up for us, right? And then we watch the match. They're down 0-2. And we're like, oh, man, we're in losers. They're down 2 on Seaside Control as well. We're like, it's over, man. And then they win the craziest round ever on round 3 of Control. Ended up winning the map. Map 4, they win. It goes map 5, round 11. I'm praying. I'm like, yo, please, Pat, Kyler, you guys got this. 5-5 starts. Hugh gets blooded. I'm like, oh, dude, it's over. We're in losers. What time are we waking up tomorrow? I was like, oh, that sucks, dude.
That's got to be the worst scenario when you just don't control your own fate. You just have to sit there and watch it.
I mean, we put ourselves in that.
Yeah, no, I know. But
we had a chance.
Thought it'd be hard.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, well, what have you guys done between, let's say, Fort Worth and now to, I guess, kind of make sure that type of performance doesn't happen again?
Yeah, so we took our practice a lot more serious. Not to say that we weren't, trying hard or, trolling, I guess some people like to call it. But we just, understood, hey, we just got top 12. We can't be, our practice has to be serious.
It's a reality check.
Yeah, literally. That's the best way to put it. We got a reality check, got smoked, basically. So we're like, you know what, let's go hard. And then let's just prove why we are, one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing for you, there's still a lot of tournaments. We have London coming up, Anaheim, still playoffs, champs. There's still a ton of money on the line. But maybe it's like a good thing in a way. Just get reality check now, know what you need to fix, and sort of dive into it.
Better now than like later on. For sure.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But let's take a look at I kind of want to talk about your schedule coming up, because this is actually a really grueling schedule. Because you have what? You have Enigma 6, Denial, Splice, and 100 Thieves. So 100 Thieves got 4th, Splice got 2nd, Enigma 6 got top 6. So you've got 3 of the top 6 teams you played this week. I guess I want to know from you what you're expecting from the squad, kind of record-wise, when you're looking into this.
Obviously, I'm expecting to win every match, but I'll be
4-0.
Yeah, well, like that sounds a little harsh, but like
no,
I mean,
that's how you
3-1, 4-0. Like obviously, like we want to win every match. Like we don't want to like say, okay, 3-1, we'll be happy with that one loss. We won't be happy with it. But if we do go 3-1, especially against like either Splice or 100T, like those guys, not to discredit Denial E6, but those 2 teams are like a top 3 team right now. So.
I think it's a good check for you guys too, because you get the top 12, and maybe I'm not saying you're doubting yourselves, but after you get top 12, I'm sure there's some sort of internal thing like, God, was Vegas lucky? Like, what do we have to work on now? Now you're going to come in and you're going to play tough teams right away. So I think it'll be a nice check to see kind of where you guys are at. Now, finally, to loosen things up a little bit, I do have a very, very impressive clip to show you. We're going to react to that. Can we roll the clip?
The gas. Here's
Mercs
the fight.
found him.
Oh no.
Wait,
it's
Mercs
Mickey
just gets beamed by Tastic.
Maven!
See, I saw this clutching up.
Maven!
Ended up killing LG too early in that.
Yep, we got them all. We got them all.
Yes, we
You know,
I don't know what this little dance was, though.
What's funny to me in that clip is Nameless just getting up talking smack. Everybody like, what's up? Like,
you know,
and then I think he pulls up the what do
Do we have the talent clip? Yeah, so
Oh, yeah, he's
that
got
was
the
our
talent.
table,
Yeah.
and it had like there's a little card on our desk that said talent. Do we have?
Yeah, that kills me right
That's
there.
how we knew we were to be playing. But were you watching? Were you having fun in the chat?
Oh yeah, I was laughing. I remember like whenever you got that 2-piece, I remember looking at my Twitch chat, and then whenever in Twitch somebody types your name, it goes all red right on your PC. So then I remember seeing Ball Dashy, my whole thing was just red. People were spamming it. I was laughing.
Well, it's funny. Like, so I think it was after you won MVP, because I think I had a couple streams. I've only been streaming not that long. I started like right when this COD came out, basically. But I think I had like a couple streams where I put Bald Scump in there for some stupid reason. Then you won MVP. I'm like, all right, it's Bald Dashy now. And like it was just this stupid joke. But then I was surprised. I guess I've been playing with TP. Like, I have a couple hundred viewers. The TP has a couple thousand. And like, you don't think about how many people it is unique-wise. Like, because it ends up being tens of thousands of people. But we show up to Fort Worth, and I'm used to, fans come up saying, "What's up, Maven?" But it was like, "What's up, Bald Dashy?" I was like, "What the hell?"
I mean,
and then look at that clip. The whole chat was just Bald Dashy, Bald. I'm like, "Oh, this is the thing now."
It's the hot thing now in COD for sure.
God.
It's your new gimmick. At this point, like you just got to run with it.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
I might be Haired Maven actually. I don't know.
Someone said that on Reddit. I was like, "Oh God, that sounds way like grosser." Haired Maven. All right. Well, what's it feel like? No, I'm coming. I'm coming for a spot on the green wall. If I get who am I? I will bait for you. I will slide in. I will throw trophies. Whose spot do I get to take?
Oh, that's tough.
You can't even answer that question.
I don't know if I can answer.
I'll take Scumps. I'll take Scumps. I'll slide in. I'll run a solid, just right on in there.
I mean, Seth. If we have Vegas Seth, no one's taking this.
Yeah.
That guy's the best player in the game.
Nah, he can be an absolute monster. All right, well, that's going to do it. Hey, appreciate you coming on to the one-on-one. We're going to get the rest of the guests here on for the show. Quick break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hot Mic. We got the rest of the guests now joining us. We've got Priestahh from 100 Thieves, Dylan from Reciprocity. This has got to be, there's some talent on these couches.
It's got to be the fastest lineup in.
Oh yeah, no, you guys are just flying at people.
On the map.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
We might be able to get top finish with me on the team.
You just need to run ICR and we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, just get the spawns.
I'm feeling good.
Aid for us occasionally when I'm close to streaks.
I can do all those things. I'll slide in with an ICR. It won't matter. But first off, let's kind of hear from you guys. Priestahh, how you doing? Feeling better?
Yeah, no, definitely feeling a lot better. Thanks for having me too. Glad to be here.
No, we got like 3-4 hours of blackout in last night.
Yep, we were grinding.
Games didn't go as well as we thought they would, but we got some wins.
Hey, well, we got like a 3-win streak though.
Yes, we did.
We're still on the win streak.
Yes,
too.
technically we are. That's right. We did get a bet on a win streak. Yeah. And Dylan, sir, you traveled in. Wait, were you in Vegas by the way?
Yeah,
Or did you come in
Vegas,
from?
yeah, Vegas.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were at the team. How long have you been at the team house?
About a month.
About a month now?
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you went straight there. So have you been in a lot of the hilarious rec videos and stuff now?
Recording them all.
Oh yeah, I might be coming out for one in the near future. That's what I've heard. I'm not entirely sure, but you doing well?
Yeah, doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Well, coming off a top 3 finish, you're probably feeling great.
Yeah,
All right, well let's start to get into the show a little bit. We asked this question to the guests that came on last time around. What was like a biggest surprise or big takeaway from Fort Worth? Just something that after the event you're like, damn, Priest, anything to take away from Fort Worth for you?
I mean, just for me, like, because I haven't been with this team for too long. So this is my first like major with them. So I didn't know how we would actually like play on like LAN at a major because it was only at a league that I played with them so far. So like going to the major and placing well is like an eye opener for me on how good we actually were. So that's like the biggest thing I could take away for us.
And the fact that you go 2-1, you get an unlucky draw, which puts you to losers bracket, and you still make that run. Yeah, I mean that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Just knowing, just kind of letting it click and knowing how good you guys can be. Yeah. Dashy, I don't know if you have any positive takeaways from Fort Worth considering how things went, but what stood out for you?
Like a reality check, like we talked about earlier. One of those things where I didn't know how we were going to play just because we haven't played with each other since 2018, literally December.
Yeah, sure.
So it was one of those things where it was our first time playing in like 4 months. We had some good moments for sure, but at the end of the day, we got top 12. So it's like, how many good moments did you really have? It's like
the big thing's a reality check. Just can't. Yeah. Well, that's why I think sometimes people will be lulled into it. And I talked about it with LG. If that'd be the case, like you get a win. Do you just think you can roll through people? Like, do you feel like the prep doesn't need to be there? And I think a reality check sometimes can be healthy.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we'll see where you guys go from there. What about for you guys?
I'd say we love game 5s.
Oh, how many did you have? Yeah. You only had like 2 non-game 5s, didn't you?
Yeah, it was against 100T, but that's fake series, and E6, I think it was. So we had like 6 or 7 game 5s.
That is insane. What's that? Does that wear on you over the course of the weekend, like playing in that many?
Not really. I mean, for me it doesn't. I don't know about the others, but I just kept playing. I liked it as well because I just played more and more.
Yeah, I guess it kind of helps you just keep improving over the course of the event, especially for you who was relatively new on the team. It probably just gave you even more time to kind of get
more confidence, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well, yeah, I actually forgot about that. How many actual game 5s you had over the course of it?
Keeps the blood flowing too. You go to game 5 every time.
I'm sure. Well, we were joking because I didn't cast like any of your matches because just how the schedule worked out with where Joe and I were casting. But like I said to Ben, I'm like, dude, Joe and I haven't casted a game 5 yet. And Ben's like, every single one of my casts is based. I've been casting Reciprocity. Every single series has gone to a game 5.
Every game.
That's unbelievable. Well, you guys made the run to the top 3. It was impressive stuff. That was awesome to see. All right. This is actually going to bring us now to our TCL clip of the week. This is going to come from last week. It was one of the crazier plays. We all want to see it. You all want to get it in pubs. It's going to be Slack's 5-man grab
it's
slam.
Slack with a 5-man Slack slam that sent the whole NV squad back on spawn.
Is he the first one to try that?
Yeah, he's got to be.
That Slack slam meme, it's got to be dead now, right?
It's hysterical. Now it's like a new thing. Now they just do the 5 instead of the S, and it's like the Slack slam with the 5 in there. But what way? Think about it's just funny for me for Slack. Like the guy was getting knocked so much, obviously, when LG was struggling.
Yeah.
They come out and win the event. He gets knocked for his specialist usage. Even when they're winning an event, he's still getting trolled. Then he gets a 5-man. It's like everything just seemed to line up for him. It was pretty awesome to see. But I want to hear from you guys. Have you had any like that was obviously a really wild use of a specialist. Dashy, for you, has there been something that's like, I don't know, like the craziest moment for you specialist-wise throughout this year?
Definitely got to be a Tempest play for sure.
Vegas Tempest, I imagine?
Oh, 100%. The first one that comes to mind is Grand Finals, 2-2 round. To win the championship against United, I pulled out Tempest and I knock a BZ vent side, like at the head glitch, and then I run past like the mid block, and then Clay was camping there, let me and Tej run by. He kills Tej. I just turn on Clay Tempest hipfire for like the championship. So I was like, that definitely felt good.
No, I'm sure it did. That was actually probably my best memories from Vegas. Is like all around the Tempest. Just it was so powerful.
It was so funny.
Every time it came out,
Dash gonna get like a 10-piece.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Exactly.
You gotta bring it back, right? Like, you gotta bring it back.
Yeah, I would love that too. People always talk, this is OP, this is OP. But I want all that stuff. That's what leads to all the crazy plays. Like sometimes I feel like players don't get that. Like that's what leads to all the craziness. Like I love that
how fast
stuff.
you can stand up now, it might be better. Like the old Tempest with how fast you stand up with Tag Mask.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because like before you didn't stand up that fast.
Like a middle ground kind of between what it is now and what it was.
They super nerfed it.
Yeah. No, I mean it still has its spots, but it is. You see people getting smoked with it a lot more.
Oh yeah, like even at Fort Worth, I was still doing my thing with it, but it was like obviously the Vegas one is unmatched.
Oh yeah, it's a different beast for sure. Priestahh, what about for you?
Mine was probably not as much on LAN, but online. I actually got a 5-piece grab spike in S&D. I think it was either against like
in Search.
Yeah, in Search.
S&D, that's pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
It was crazy because like Austin Slasher, he called it out. He's like, it was on what map is it with the pipes?
Frequency?
No.
Pipes?
Payload.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's pipes on a lot of maps.
So like the mid tube, I'm guessing?
Yeah, no, it was on payload on the bridge. He was like, yo, just run across the bridge and just grab spike them if they're at the end of it. It was on defense. I ran across it, and I only saw one. I popped it and got a 5-piece, and I was like, I was like, this is crazy.
That's got to be the most random.
I feel like it's gonna be the best feeling though.
That does happen to me with Tempest
too.
Over. Like I'll like get one, and then I'll finish him off, and then 4 just come up like, all right,
Okay,
I got
cool.
streak, I got lightning strike. Like, okay.
And then when that happened, I was like, well, if I get grab spikes, I'm probably gonna try to do that on LAN, but
Yeah, absolutely.
Never
Dude,
got a chance.
that's why whenever I saw that, I was like, oh, please happen, like Champs Grand Final, like please, I will lose my if that happens. Dylan, for you.
I haven't had anything crazy. Online I've had like, kill streaks with it. I've had like 7 kills, just stuff like that.
But nothing, not like some
nothing,
crazy moment that's happened. Well, those are pretty rare to be fair. I was just curious if there's any, because the 5-man, I was like, dear Lord, can we please get a couple more of those? All right, well, what's up next? All right, this is funny. All right, so you guys get top 3, and I feel like this was like, this is your coming out party, man. Like, I think a lot of people knew how good you were. Like, you've seen the tweets from the EU players, seen tweets from fans, but I think this was your time to really showcase. I want to roll a clip, actually. We can take a look. This is when you guys clutch up in Game 5 versus Gen G. Let's check it out.
Trying to stay alive. Havoc takes down Shawnee, though. 4 versus 4. Envoy finds Wuskin. 4 versus 3. 3 versus 3. Tommy evens
The headbutt in this clip gets me.
These kills
I love
are
it.
important, but
What is with UK players?
It's got to be like, it's a European like soccer thing.
Wasn't
right?
it
It's gotta
like
be
Tommy and Mad Chat did that like last year?
Well, that grab spike was crazy, Tommy.
Yeah, like
Trying to
literally.
find him, he's dipping, he's dodging, he's going to go down eventually now. 1 versus 2, Dylan Codd, it's all on him. He's going to try and do something, gets one as well. One more to challenge, can he get it? Here
comes the headbutt. Coming, let's go. It's the passion.
I wonder if he killed you right there if he would have gotten the glasses on.
Shuts it down, and that is enough to send Gen G home.
I love it. I love it. That was an amazing moment.
What was that for? Top 6, top 4?
Yeah, top 6 of them.
So what happened with the? I think I was talking to you before this, and you said your glasses came off and they fell in your hand. What happened?
Well, the in-ears you have on, every time I took them off quickly, my glasses had come off. That's what happened. And then I caught them in my hand. And obviously Wuskins, he's run over. So he's holding me. I've got my glasses. I'm like, yo, you have to let go of my glasses. And
That's funny. You're saying your whole focus there was like, don't smash my glasses during that.
Because we had to play. It was Saturday night.
Yeah, that would have been a problem if your glasses got smashed. I assume that would have made it a little bit more difficult. All right, well, let's take a look at, I think there's been a lot of players that erupted very quickly, but yours has really happened over the last year. Can we actually show a tweet of yours? I think this was yesterday. Crazy how a year ago today I attended my first ever event. Now I'm flying out to play at the Pro League. Mad how quick things can change. Way too blessed. This is all kind of happened in a whirlwind for you. What's it been like?
Yeah, it's been good. Living in the back house. Great org. Good team. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, it's the perfect spot for you right now, it feels like. You get along with your teammates well,
they're all
everything's
good,
cool?
Yeah. Everyone's from UK, everyone gets on.
It seems like you have a good group of guys. Well, can you tell me a little bit about you? Like where, I don't know, kind of for those that maybe don't know at home, because I think you're a new face, right?
Yeah.
Like where to kind of start for you when it comes to Call of Duty?
Well, I turned 18 in IW, but it was halfway through the year. So I was going to play, then I was like, nah, I'll wait. So I played Respawn on World War II. I got like top 40 at Birmingham. And then I got a chance to go champs, qualified. And then that was it really. And then coming in this game, I played with Team Swing. And then we got top 6 at Vegas.
That team was really good at Vegas and at the PLQ.
I'm trying to think of like who like from the European side has just like come up this quickly, like turned 18.
I mean, Wuskins came
I guess
up
Wuskin and Scraps kind of. Like when you think back to what that was, Black Ops 3 when they first really started to make some noise.
No, yeah, Wuskins came up really quick.
But I feel like it was back like, God, there was so long where I felt the top players in EU was just the same guys for like years. It was literally, it's like Tommy, Swanee, Mad Cat, all those guys forever.
I remember seeing Mad Cat from like...
But I felt like there was no new blood, right, for like a long time. And now you have the Dylans of the world, the Wuskins, the Scraps. It's good to see. Got to get in fresh faces and stuff, and congratulations on the top 3 finish. All right, so let's continue to kind of move through this. What are we going to next? All right, this is going to be for Priestahh. So you're feeling better?
Yes, a lot better.
Can you, you probably did this in like the 100 Thieves video and stuff, but that whole thing, can you walk me through like how it went down when you got sick on stage and stuff, how that all went down?
Yeah, so like to go before that a little bit. So like my stomach was hurting like a day or two before this even happened.
Like the whole weekend?
Yeah, so going into Sunday, I probably got like 5 hours of sleep. I was tired. I woke up, my stomach was hurting. I had some Pepto like in this like little box that I bring with a bunch of medicine just in case. And I saw that and I was like, I'm just gonna take it just in case like help my stomach a little bit. So I took that in the morning, my stomach was fine. And then I was also on 5 hours of sleep, so I took I drank energy drinks.
Yeah.
And it just didn't mix well. So like when I was on stage, I was fine. And then like after first map, I was like, okay, my stomach's a little bit upset. And then going into S&D, I think it was round 4, I got my grass spikes. And it was in the countdown. I was like, yo, guys, I think I'm gonna puke. And everyone was like, what? And they're like, no, like, cause I didn't tell them my stomach was hurting that much. Like, and they're like, what? No, you're good, just breathe, you'll be fine. I was like, all right. I saw my grab spikes, I was literally like, I knew I was gonna puke. I was gonna turn around and be like, yo, like someone get me something. But I saw I had my grab spikes. So I was like, bro, I gotta get these off, bro. So I ran straight down the middle, like the middle of the map, through the tube on payload, and got 1 kill. I was like, I honestly wanted just someone to kill me, so to trade me out so I could just go puke. I got a kill, kept running, got another kill. And I was like, dude, there's no way I'm gonna
Someone
ace this
kill me!
round. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna ace this round. I challenged all the way in their spawn, like the back right of their spawn, behind a tractor, finally died, and it just came, as soon as I died, it just came out. And I was just like, oh my God, like, is this actually happening right now?
That's actually crazy. I didn't know it went
Yeah.
down like that.
And then-
Someone just please kill me, and you're just mowing through people.
Yeah,
You're
and
ready to
honestly,
puke.
I got really lucky. There was like a little plastic cup behind me that I got, and I started puking in that, and like a little bit more information. But if that wasn't there, the puke would have been all over the stage.
Oh, yeah.
And it would have been a lot worse than it actually was. So I kind of got lucky with
That's horrible.
that cup behind
It's
me.
just a
Also
random
incredible,
plastic
yes.
cup. I'll take it. Why not?
I was like,
the God.
I was
game
looking,
feels-
I was
Throwing it up and down.
I was looking for anything. I was like, bro.
Well, what? Okay, I want to hear. So then, like after that, like you
Yeah.
have to. I believe you go to the hospital, right? So what were the next couple hours like? As your team had to keep fighting.
Yeah, so like when I was puking, I thought like I was just gonna puke and it was gonna be over. I thought I was just gonna get everything out of me. And then eventually I started like getting spins a little bit, and I was like, okay, I probably should go to get checked out. But when I was in the hospital, I was like, man, I really want to I just want to see my team win at least.
Yeah.
Like, like this sucks. So like my girlfriend was with me. She was like, you probably shouldn't be looking at your phone right now. I was like, come on, just let me watch. So like I think I watched like 2 maps, and I was sitting there. I was like, dude, there's no way we're about to lose. Like this sucks. Like I want to be playing right now. And honestly, at the time, I thought like if we won that, I'd be able to come back and play. But I'm pretty sure the rules are like
Yeah,
if I get
once you're
subbed
out,
out,
you're probably out.
then I was
yeah.
out.
So you lost to Reciprocity, right?
Yeah, they lost to
We
Rec.
played them, yeah.
If you're in there for Pharaoh, do you beat Rec?
We played them this
Who
week.
knows?
I know. That was gonna be my follow-up question.
you
So
can't
that's your first match.
I feel like we
Are you gonna get a little revenge now?
I mean, I feel like we would have had a better chance of beating them
Oh, yeah.
with me because obviously Pharaoh hasn't been playing, and I don't know if he's been grinding COD on the side or like whatnot, but we obviously would have had a better chance.
Well, I think he said he hadn't played much recently at all. So he just
Yeah.
kind of came in like, oh
You can bring
God,
a
I gotta
own
play.
controller and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
so yeah, but you do play. You play Rec. I think it's your first match on day 1. Like that's gonna kick
Yeah.
things off. So
Okay.
I'm excited for that to see how you guys match up now that you have your full rosters. Like not to take anything
yeah,
away from
yeah.
your win,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, but that was a really just messed up situation that nobody
Yep.
control. So I'll be looking forward to that one. All right. Well, can we take a look at the schedule? If we could just look through it real quick and take a look at the overall matches. So who do we have? All right. So you guys, you'll be the final match of the night. That's the Rec 100 Thieves. OpTic kicks things off against E6. This is just for you guys kind of at home to take a look at and see where we're gonna be going with it. I guess I want to hear from each of you. What do you think your hardest match is on the week? Dylan, anything that stands out? Do you think it's gonna be your toughest one?
I think, well, we need a good week. I would say 100 Thieves and Splice are probably our hardest games. I think the other 2 teams are good, but I think them teams are like top teams. So I think if we can beat them,
Okay.
good week.
Those are your 2 toughest. Dashy, what about you?
Easy answer, Splice 100T. I'm super excited for that 100T match because we already played Splice before. We've never played 100T on LAN yet. And then the OpTic 100T, obviously, just from the rivalry, just from the org. So
Yeah, you're probably
I'm
a pretty
super
similar
excited.
answer, I
Yeah,
imagine.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I figured. I mean, this is gonna be exciting though, because like last week, I feel like you had LG, but then that was like it, sort of, just because E United were coming off like their top 16 or whatever they got. So it wasn't like I was considering them really a top team. Like when I remember looking at the crossplay schedule. I was like, week 1, like all right, and then week 2, okay, there's all the heavy hitters. Like that's where you basically have like
What
the
did
entire.
Gen G end up placing, by the way?
They were top 6, right?
Were they top 6?
was top
yeah,
8,
top
wasn't it?
6, yeah.
Yeah, I think they got 5th, 6th with
was it 8?
E6.
Yeah, they got
Maybe
5th,
was it
6th.
top 8?
I can't
No,
remember
because you beat them.
exactly.
Yeah,
for
we
top
beat them,
6.
yeah, we beat
So
them
it was
for
top
top
8
4.
then, right?
Yeah.
Or was it?
They
no,
beat
so
us.
got 5th, 6th.
They beat us for top 8.
Okay, so they're probably
5, of
all right, well,
course.
top 6, top 8. I don't
I'm
know.
excited to play them too.
Yeah, no, they should be.
Their
Able
S&D is very good. Even their respawn is good too. So I'm excited to see how we.
Okay,
play.
they got top 8. They got top 8. I thought it was top 6, top 8. So yeah, no, what was interesting, their respawn got a lot better, but their search
Yeah.
seemed to actually fall off a little bit because they were what, like 9-0 in search going into that event, and then they lost 4 or 5.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah.
I didn't
They
even know
lost.
that.
No, they lost a lot of searches at the event. Like they actually started dropping them. So whatever, I don't know if it's a change with Envoy, but they looked really good in the respawns, but actually looked a lot worse in search. I mean, if you just look at the records. So we'll see what they'll be able to do. All right, so. Let's take it out of the league a little bit. We're now going to head into player intel, which is going to be just a little less COD focused, just kind of have some fun and chat through stuff. All right, so all 3 of you guys, we talked about you guys being maniacs, sprinting around the map, but you're all kind of the young guns. Like, how old is everybody?
Just
19.
20.
So all 19
I'm
through
19.
About to
20?
be 21
I
here
just
soon.
turned 20,
3
yeah.
months.
He's 20. I'm the youngest one here.
He's the young gun.
But I turned 20 in like 3 weeks, April 19th.
All right, so when you're all the young guns, do you guys still think you're considered, like the community calls you young guns, you all still think you're kind of like young guns at this point, like not like hit that like veteran status yet?
I'm definitely still a young guy.
Okay, yeah, you got to be. Well,
I gotta be, right?
when does it change? Like, when is it like a moment? Is it an age? Like, when do you think you go from being that young gun to
I feel like for me it's like around like 22 or 23.
that just like an age
I feel
thing?
like even 21 's still kind of young. But at the same time, not really. So either like 21 to 23 around there is like when it's like starting.
I was trying to think even for me as a commentator, like when it like shifts in my head, just how I like view things. Like when it's like, oh, they're not like that young player anymore.
Because there's like
18
18-year-olds and like 19-year-olds, so like you're like 2 or 3 years older than them already. So it's like they're the young guns now.
Yeah.
And you turn what? You turn 20 in a couple weeks, you said?
Yeah, April 19th.
Old man.
I'm literally gonna have to start pre-aiming, gonna have to start rotating and stuff.
Yeah, no. What sense do you play?
About 6'6".
Oh,
I have
you're
to go down to
5'5".
4'4".
Yeah, 4'4". Yeah, you're in
4'4", 0.75. Sniper high zoom from
Slasher plays
1.25.
on. He's on like 3.5.
I don't know how
or something.
Slasher
what he's
does
on.
it.
What's he play on?
No, I was just
Oh
joking.
God, I thought you were serious. I was like,
Wait,
what?
I know he does play on like a lower sense.
No, I think he just bumped it up. I think
Oh,
he's
he
on
did?
6'6". Yeah, I kept roasting him. He was on like 5'5.75. I was like, bro, how
Imagine-
did he play on this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
I
see,
even play
like-
5'5'1", so that if he's playing 5'5.75, that actually shocks me.
5'5" for a maniac, you can definitely get away
You
with
get
it.
ICR, you
But
can
like,
Anything
Even
else?
with the ICR, I feel like it's too slow. It's like
Yeah.
for me at least, I just can't do it.
No, yeah.
But his centering's got like, so it works.
All right, what do we have next? All right. Oh, I kind of want to. So this is, I'm sure, been discussed many times. But so this actually, before I ask the question, I got to preface how funny this was to me. So I was talking in the back about you being called Bruce, and Ryan Thompson, one of our main producers, said something to me. He's like, it's like a Bruce Springsteen thing, right? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, at his concerts, they yell Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. I was like, no. He's like, his name's Bruce. Right? I was like, no, his name's Brandon. And he had no idea. So like, where can you tell people maybe haven't seen or know like where the Bruce thing came from?
Oh yeah, there's so many people that think my name is Bruce, and like
I definitely thought it
and
was
they're
Bruce
so
as
let down. I'm like, no, my name's Brandon. Like, what? They're like, so my sleep schedule was all messed up. Woke up really late. 30 minutes on, I get on after 30 minutes, and then my voice gets like, my voice is really deep when I wake up. So then Saints from midnight, he goes, is that Bruce Wayne? And then he's like, I'm just gonna start calling you Bruce now. So then I didn't think anything of it.
And it stuck, apparently.
And then later on, obviously I teamed with Doug, Rick, and then Doug just kept calling me Bruce. He's like, yo, Bruce, best player in the game, this and that. He was just gassing me to all the pros, but then he was just saying Bruce though, like just to like you know what I mean, to like
Oh, Bald Dashy gets it.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, I
then
get it.
I never thought of it, but then ever since I joined OpTic, and then Seth started calling me Bruce, everyone's calling
Well,
me
it's
Bruce
crazy
now.
when you hear like, I mean, I knew it was a thing, obviously, but then once you heard the chants actually
Oh,
at
yeah.
the Avengers,
Those chants are
Bruce,
godlike.
Bruce, no, it's amazing. It's way better than
Yeah.
Brandon. Brandon.
Nah, yeah. If they scream Brandon, I'm probably getting turned on. Probably 2 seconds later. But we'll take the Bruce. Though.
All right. Well, I was just, I mean, I knew that, but I was curious. Maybe some fans at home didn't. So your name's Brandon, but you go officially by Bruce. Are you going to legally change it like Jordan General?
I might change it. I don't know. I thought about it, but I might change the gamer tag. Too.
Just change it to Bruce. All right. Well, let's keep moving on. So we got London coming up next. So did you watch Birmingham last year?
Oh yeah, I played though, yeah.
And it was play, duh.
Yeah.
But it was insane,
Yeah.
absolutely insane last year. The crowd was bananas. What I guess I want to know what it's like for you because you're like the kind of the UK like European favorite right now with what's going on with Red
Yeah.
Reserve, where Heretics is. Like, you pretty excited to play in front of that crowd?
Can't wait for it. It's gonna be good. Fans are amazing.
Well, you got to think someone's going to make a run, whether it's like you,
Yeah.
Red. I mean, Heretics is not remotely home soil, but like I feel like it's almost guaranteed to me like you or Red's going to be in like a top 3 position. Someone's
Yeah,
making
no,
a run.
I hope one of us does at least.
And how different is it? Like, because you're not. I mean, I guess I just feel like you guys have fans obviously at the North American events, but it's just not the same volume when you
Yeah,
go over
yeah.
and play at something like this Gfinity tournament. Like, does it change things for you guys at all?
I think it'll definitely give us a boost. I think it'll be a boost in confidence as well.
Oh, especially if you have maybe less game fives.
Yeah, I hope so.
Maybe. I still can't believe how many you guys went through. On the topic of crowds, and what is this? Both OpTic and 100 Thieves had super loud crowds at Fort Worth. I guess I just want to hear from you guys. Like, what does the energy do for you? Like, when you hear those Bruce chants, do you feel like it elevates your gameplay?
100%, especially on main stage. Like whenever you can literally feel like the electricity in the venue. It's like when it gets really loud, especially in that 1v3 clutch against United. I remember once I hit the snipe, I'm like, I'm clutching this. There's no way I don't clutch this. Like everyone's going crazy, and then once I finished the clutch, and then everyone went nuts. Was pretty insane, especially against Gen G. Even though we lost, but then the crowd was insane. I can't wait for that London event. That London event's gonna be.
No, it's gonna be nuts. I'm really excited. Priest, what about for you for like the 100 Thieves? Like I know, like it has a big fan base through the merchandising, through Nade Shot's brand, obviously, but it's relatively new. Like 100 Thieves hasn't been around that long, and you just joined. What was it like, kind of with the fans getting behind you and stuff at Fort Worth? Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. I honestly didn't expect that many people to be like cheering for us. And like when I remember on main stage, I forget who exactly it was against, but I like grappled very high in the sky and like ended up beating down someone. and like I can just hear the crowd just go, oh.
Oh yeah, there's always one play you remember, like.
Yeah.
There's always one play for sure.
And the best is
That's
like
cool.
when you start shooting your gun, you can kind of feel the bass, so you know it's on you. So you're like, yo, I'm about to start frying. Like.
That is facts.
And then like I don't know, it's awesome like hearing a crowd behind you for sure.
No, I mean, even, dude, just as a commentator, like the different, like when we're casting the Pro League and there's not a crowd, it's like, I mean, I can still get hyped, but it's not the same, man. Like when you have the crowd behind it, like I remember one of the plays I remember without question, the 1v3. Yes, I can picture it immensely, just due to the crowd going nuts and me screaming and stuff. Crowds, we love you. That's all the fans out there. Keep showing up to events.
Love the green wall for sure.
Yeah, let's get it. I don't think I can say that. I just love all fans. All right, now I need to dive into this. Dylan, I guess you'll be sort of out of this as you weren't part of it, but there was a back and forth on Twitter between Krim and Slasher, and kind of Crowder got involved and Enable. So what was the deal with this whole pre-LAN thing? Because I'm hearing you guys showed up late. Krim saying no, you guys just refused to play us.
I'm just a player at the end of the day. You know, I don't deal with that drama, so you know, we might have showed up late one day, but we did have a commercial we had to shoot. But I mean, that whole drama between Krim and who was it again?
Dude, what's it like teaming with Krim?
Listen, Ian is different.
He's insane.
He's insane.
Yeah, he's insane.
He's insane.
But in a good way.
We
though,
all
'cause
love Krim. We all love Krim, but he's insane.
I think that's what makes him like who he is, though.
Yeah,
Like
I remember I grab spiked him and he just started freaking out. He's like,
Dude,
because he's
think-
like one off streaks or something. He's like, what the?
tense, yeah,
Bro,
probably.
think
Yeah.
about if you think about any sport, like who's been the greatest at their position.
They're psychopaths.
They're all little nuts.
Yeah.
They're all little nuts. And that doesn't mean we don't love you, Krim, but
But that's what literally like. If he wasn't like that, I don't think he'd have that many championships.
no, I think you're right. Like you just got to be wired like a certain way. But what was it like from your guys' POV? Like,
I mean, I kind of was just always just in there shooting bots and just ready to play whenever. I mean, there were times where they were late. You know, I mean, it happens. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
dude, I was just dying on social media. Like Krim has that, and everyone's going back and forth. Then the next day he says like, what, like Gen G didn't have their PlayStations updated, but then there's like a DM that they did have them updated. Like, I was just looking at Krim's Twitter, like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's your teammate. You'll be all right.
I mean, he's the GOAT. Oh, he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he is. I think
Damon
he
is the GOAT,
Yeah, you've
but
got the two people in the conversation on your team. So you're sitting
we're,
pretty.
We're chilling. We're chilling.
All right. Well, we'll keep going on. All right. So, I was hoping we weren't actually gonna do this, but I guess that we are. We're gonna watch a play. This is gonna be from Blackout. I'm gonna need you guys to rate this play out of 10. You know, let's roll the
10
play.
out of 10.
Oh, I don't know. If that's
course,
what you're gonna say.
So I have TP there, the
First
GOAT
knock is
coach.
done.
Yeah, but it's my gameplay.
Oh,
sadly.
it's you.
Well, I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
Crowder's up there now.
It's a 1v2.
oh yes. Literally, it's conversation.
Look at this grapple. Oh no.
Right into the storm. How much is ticking for? 20?
Oh, it's hitting hard. It's hitting 15,
Oh,
I think.
you gotta get back in, yo. You
messed
look
up
at
when you-
Tyler's reaction. He's like, what the
He's mad,
much?
bro.
What do I get out of 10?
Out of 10, I mean, you did have 15 kills though, right?
Yeah, I had 15 kills, but that was the 1v2 for the victory.
So are we rating on how bad the play was or how good the play was?
How bad? Oh, that's true. How good the play was, I guess. So it's a 0.
Yeah, technically.
It wasn't that
Exactly.
great. Wasn't great.
Wasn't that good.
It would have been better if you like didn't grapple 3 times out of the map. You could have like grappled back in,
You
but
could have grappled into the map again.
Listen, I
You
don't-
just wanted to make it hard on yourself.
I don't find myself in clutch situations very often. You know, I'm TP's bait. I go first. I'm always in
Yeah.
front. Usually I'm dead watching them play most of
Yeah.
the time. And then when I get in these situations, I'm very stressed.
you're
I'm
not a
very
grapple
stressed.
player. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're just Tempest player. Like you're the ball Dashy.
That's
like,
right.
You don't run
I
grapple.
should.
You got to snipe.
My sniper is elite. All right, well, I'm going to work to improve it for you guys. All right, well, this is going to take us, that incredible gameplay, will take us to a quick break. We'll be back with Community Comms right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final segment of the show. We're going to go through community comms, just questions from you in the COD community, and then we'll get right into the matches for our second week of crossplay. So let's get right into it. Let's pull them up. I think we have 4 questions. This one is going to come from Benji Energy. Now, I've kind of cut this down a little bit because it's very wordy, but I think at its core, he's asking, how do you officially incorporate what you can do with a sniper and pubs into competitive S&D gameplay? So we've all seen your crazy quick scoping vids. I don't know. Like, I guess he's asking how to translate that kind of into competitive.
Obviously, you can't translate all of it because in S&D, like against pro players, like they shoot straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get caught out if you just do whatever you want. But I still like do a lot of what I do still, like just quick scoping around like shoulder piece and stuff. But my mindset on it is like whenever I do quick scopes, like something crazy, like I can get away. Like I don't just do something and just just throw my life away type of thing. But I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of practice with it. Shoot a lot of bots. Obviously, pubs. Like if you tune in to my stream, you'll see me like randomly just pull out a sniper and just go for.
Do you have any big tips for like those out there? Let's say this is a guy. This is how I kind of view it. This is a guy that like maybe snipes well in pubs, but now he's trying to play league play and can't really be efficient with it. Do you have any tips for like I don't know, young up and coming wannabe snipers?
Yeah. I guess the main tip is obviously you got to stick with it. You got to like enjoy it because whenever like I just started sniping because I enjoyed it. It was like the fun thing to do back in the day, but. Yeah, definitely just stick with it. Definitely slow down a little bit in league play, especially against better players. You're not going to just, quick scope, no scope, whatever you were going to do, trick shot people off buildings, but you just got to definitely slow it down, I guess.
All right, well, there's advice from the Snipe Man himself. All right, next question is going to be for Priestahh. What was the biggest change in gameplay, biggest change in team play when you entered this 100 Thieves roster?
Well, it's hard for me to say because I wasn't on the roster before, but I think the biggest thing like that helped them was like when me and Chris came, we kind of like all got together and would watch VODs more. They said when they had Pharaoh before, they weren't really watching as much VODs. So I think like team play, like we just got more chemistry and we were just working more well together just because we were watching so many VODs together. It was like all 5 of us. It wasn't just like 2 or 3 of us. And I think that's like the biggest thing that changed for us.
Well, that was looking really good until you started vomiting on yourself.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate.
And that didn't look as good.
No, it did not.
Next question. This is for Dylan. He wants to know, we're going to be seeing a lot more of these celebrations from the Rec Pack at London. Keep killing it, champ. He's a fan of Dylan and what Rec has been doing. But you guys winning this event? You winning London?
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, I love that.
I think we can do.
I think you definitely can.
I think we have an advantage as well. I think, obviously, it's a UK event, and everyone's going to be going home for it, and like, we're going to be going home.
Why do you think the celebrations are so different between maybe like North American players and UK players? 'Cause I feel like you guys are always just like, I don't know,
Yeah, I don't know.
like I've seen Tommy like punch a man,
Yeah.
like just it turns so physical, like a punch, a chest bump, a headbutt, like.
I don't know. I think it's just the adrenaline. I think Europeans love Game 5s as well. We had a lot of them, so blood gets flowing.
It certainly does. I'm just worried you're going to injure each other at some point. Yes,
Tackling each other on stage.
Tommy gets knocked out by vicious headbutt, can't play in grand final. But no, I'm really excited for London as well. I can't wait. It's right around the corner. Final question. This one's going to be from Tyler Dowler. Maven, how does it feel that when you add all the ages of the guest, you're still older?
It's a dope Avi, too.
So that would put me at what?
You're getting up there.
I'm going to do this. I can't wait to, like, you guys think I'm kidding. I'm going to do this forever. Your children are going to be up here. It's going to be little Dashy.
Little Bruce?
Yeah, little Bruce. Dude, you have to name your kid Bruce.
And Black Ops 9, he's just going to pull out the Tempest.
I'm still going to be here. I might be in a wheelchair or something, but I'm still going to be here.
I mean, I'm down,
All right. I'm doing it
I'm down to keep playing till you're done.
Yeah, let's get it. I'll still be commenting. You'll be teaming with your kid. Just be like LeBron status.
That would be kind of crazy.
That'd actually be kind of weird, to be honest.
It would.
Son, get my cuts.
Just yelling at him, like, at the dinner table and stuff, like, what are you doing? Like, I saw
This
you.
rotation. Like,
But hey, it's been fun. Thank you guys for all coming on. I appreciate it. But that is going to do it for Hot Mic. Coming up next, it's going to be the crossplay matches for basically our second leg, and then right around the corner is CWL London. Thank you for watching. Let's get into the matches.